Was Jenny Humphrey the ultimate pick-me girl on Gossip Girl? If you really think about it, she totally was. Jenny was always a very polarizing character on the show, so whether you loved her or hated her, it's impossible to deny that she was an intriguing character with attention-grabbing plots. But was she genuinely a pick-me girl? Is it true that she was never really a girl's girl either? Here are 10 times Jenny proved that she was a total pick-me by refusing to be a genuine girl's girl. Jenny stole a dress from Hazel's mother's closet. Jenny was so desperate to fit in with her wealthy classmates that she went as far as turning into a full-fledged thief. She yanked the stunning gown from Hazel's mother's closet and tried to pawn it at a pawn shop. She didn't realize the custom gown cost a whopping 15 grand. What's even worse is that Hazel's mother fired their housekeeper because they thought she was the one who stole it, and Jenny allowed that to happen. Definitely not girl's girl behavior. Jenny willingly dated a gay dude as a status symbol to make herself look better. Jenny wanted to prove to everyone that she was that biatch, and that meant having the right man on her arm. She wanted to prove to everyone that she was hot enough to pull a rich and handsome boyfriend. So when she started dating Asher Hornsby, she was totally on track to make that happen. After she found out Asher was secretly gay and not really attracted to her at all, she agreed to keep his secret so he could continue elevating her reputation on campus. If that isn't pick-me energy, what else is? A girl full of confidence would never settle in a fake relationship with a gay guy. If Jenny had any modicum of confidence or self-love, she would have dumped Asher on the spot and started searching for a guy who was actually attracted to her. Jenny set Vanessa up to wear a see-through dress to the snowflake ball. Jenny was the opposite of a girl's girl when she sabotaged Vanessa in such a shady way. Jenny tricked Vanessa into thinking she could be trusted, when really, she just wanted to embarrass Vanessa in front of a large crowd of people. She dressed Vanessa up in a gown that didn't have any lining and made sure that bright lights would be blasted directly at Vanessa's body so everyone would see everything. It was cruel and immature. Vanessa definitely did some aggravating and annoying things along the way as a character on Gossip Girl, but she didn't deserve that. She especially didn't deserve that from Jenny, who was supposed to be one of her closest friends. As a reminder, Jenny and Vanessa had somewhat of a sisterhood-style bond. But Jenny threw all of that out of the window because she was jealous of the attention Vanessa was getting from Nate. Not a girl's girl. Jenny tried to seduce Nate while he was dating Serena. Jenny's desperate energy regarding Nate was absolutely out of control while he was head over heels in love with Serena. Nate finally had the opportunity to date Serena after years of pining over her following the moment he lost his virginity to her at the Shepherd wedding. When he finally had the opportunity to date Serena in a fully committed relationship, he took the relationship super seriously. But Jenny tried to dig her heels into Nate to seduce him and steal him from Serena anyway. Jenny's pathetic attempts to butcher his relationship with Serena all ended up being total failures because Nate only had eyes for Serena at that time. Jenny's behaviors were inexcusable because Serena was always super sweet, kind, caring, and patient with Jenny. Serena acted like a laid-back and thoughtful older sister to Jenny, so the fact that Jenny did this was a huge sign that she was never really a girl's girl. Jenny ditched her mom's art opening to stay at Cotillion. Jenny wasn't even a girl's girl for her own mom. She was so desperate to be on Blair's good side that when Blair ripped her dress at Cotillion, Jenny stayed behind to help sew up the tear even though she knew she had somewhere to be. The place she had to be was her mom's art opening. Jenny's mom, Allison, made it abundantly clear that her art opening was a very big deal. She wanted support from Jenny, so she expected Jenny to show up. Jenny couldn't be bothered to prioritize something that was so significant to her mother. Jenny willingly dated a drug dealer. Jenny was definitely in pick-me mode when she pressed on in her relationship with Damien Dalgard. A girl with self-love and self-respect would run for the hills after discovering that her boyfriend was a straight-up drug dealer. Jenny didn't do that. In fact, it made Jenny want to stick around even more. Dating someone who is actively breaking the law is a sign that you just really don't love yourself. Dating someone who's willing to put you in harm's way is another sign that you don't love yourself. Dating someone who's a bad influence on you is another sign that you don't love yourself. Jenny was so excited to be picked by Damien that she was cool with dating him despite the fact that he was consistently breaking the law and dabbling with the sales process of illegal substances. Jenny almost let a photographer take nude photos of her. Jenny proved that she didn't have a backbone in the slightest when she started stripping out of her clothing with Agnes Andrews as a sleazy photographer named Max started snapping photos of them with his camera. She appeared to love the attention she was getting, and she seemed to be having fun as she and Agnes started removing their clothing. The big issue was that she was totally underage at the time, and she was about to be the star of some very illegal and explicit content if she allowed things to continue playing out as they were. Fortunately, Nate showed up and intervened to shut the scene down, but if Nate hadn't shown up, who knows what would have happened. Jenny definitely wasn't going to stop it on her own. Jenny bullied Eric to look powerful in front of her minions. Jenny turned her back on Eric Vander Woodson, even though he was a great friend to her leading up to the moment she was crowned Queen Bee by Blair. Jenny believed that she had to act a certain way in order to maintain her position of power, and her bad behavior costed her a close friendship she had with Eric. Jenny fully proved that she wasn't a girl's girl when she dumped yogurt on Eric's head and became a bully to him when he 100% didn't deserve it. She was so concerned about the way she would be perceived by her minions that she sacrificed her morals. Jenny slept with Chuck knowing about his history with Blair. Jenny went above and beyond proving that she wasn't a girl's girl when she had sex with Chuck, even though she knew about how deeply entrenched his feelings for Blair went. Granted, Jenny and Chuck were both super depressed on the night that they hooked up with each other, but it still shouldn't have happened since Jenny and Blair had developed a friendship based on mutual respect when Blair crowned her Queen Bee. Jenny looked up to Blair with admiration and spent the majority of seasons 1 and 2 trying to get into Blair's good graces. Jenny desperately wanted Blair's acceptance, and she wholeheartedly wanted to become one of Blair's friends. Yet, as soon as she was alone with the love of Blair's life, Jenny took that and ran with it. She ran with it so hard that she swiped her V card. It was devastating to Blair, and it further proved our point that Jenny was never a girl's girl. Jenny teamed up with Juliet and Vanessa to sabotage Serena. The worst thing Jenny did on Gossip Girl to prove that she was never a girl's girl is the time she teamed up with Juliet and Vanessa to take down Serena. They all had different reasons motivating them to destroy Serena's life, so they linked up in the most toxic way of all time. Jenny didn't have Serena's back when she agreed to be part of Juliet's plot, even though she really should have been willing to be a girl's girl for Serena. Jenny selfishly agreed to go along with the madness because she was mad that Nate chose Serena over her. It was chaos, and the level of insecurity Jenny displayed was embarrassing. What do you think of all these signs that Jenny was a pick-me girl who was never really a girl's girl? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.